Optimus Magnum.
What's good, YouTube? My name is Tony, otherwise known as Optimus Magnum, and thank you again for taking the time out of your day to come to my channel to watch my videos. Now, if you like this content, make sure you actually give it a like, click that little thumbs up, lets YouTube know that I am awesome and that you think I'm awesome, and that YouTube should let everybody else know that I'm awesome. So I appreciate y'all doing that. And also, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe and also click that little notification bell that lets you know when I'm making new videos. So with that being said, let's get into the video. But first, let's talk about Whatnot. Now, you know I had to, but I'm not sponsored. Let's not forget that. I'm not sponsored by Whatnot, but I like to talk about it because I am a seller, so I want to sell things. So therefore, if you like video games, you like collectibles, you like things that I might want to sell or that I do sell, please feel free to come to my channel on Whatnot right here, guys, right here, just right there. If you click on that, and if you haven't signed up yet, sign up using that code there. Let's utilize each other to get each other 10 bucks. How about that? Now, if you've already signed up, then feel free to just pop on in, come to my Whatnot channel there, and watch me sell games, buy some games if you want, or just chat. It's really fun to do, and it's really cool. So I look forward to seeing you guys come in there sometime. Yeah? Cool? Yeah? All right? All right. All right, let's really get to the video this time. All right, today's video is a little different because it's a pickups video. I love to watch these actually online. I get a kick out of them because it just lets me see what's out there, and then I can pick up games and stuff like that. But I want to share that. I want to share the games that I pick up now with you guys, so that you guys can see what's out there. You guys can see what I'm playing or what I'm picking up, and the kind of games that I like and stuff like that. And I get to share those memories of the games I picked up, whether they be games from my past or games that I want to play now, things like that. Because I do play not just retro, I play new and old games. I just enjoy gaming in general, hence why I love, collecting physical games. You're gonna see me look all over the place because the camera's right there, but this is one of those in cases where I don't care because I kind of have to look down and grab stuff and things like that. So if you think I'm not focusing on you, the viewer, I am. Trust me, I love you guys, but I want to pick up these games and show them off and show off some of the stuff that I grabbed because it's just fun. All right, cool. Let's get into this. All right, first game, Halo Infinite. Oh, another thing, the lights are bright, so I'm sorry if I shine this in your eye and I blind you a few times. It's not on purpose. I promise. See, I was already looking away from the camera. It's not on purpose. I love you guys. All right, just want to say that. Anyways, I got this from a pawn shop actually. I got 4 copies. I sold 3 of them. They were all 10 bucks a piece. Now I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, Optimus, that game is free on Game Pass. And I'm gonna tell you, I know. I have Game Pass and I love Game Pass. But just because I have Game Pass doesn't mean that, I always can play it on there. One day maybe it'll come off and I still have the physical copy. But until, and I think, I'm not sure, but let me know in the comment section. I believe the campaign is not playable on the Game Pass yet. And if it is, I stand corrected. But still, like I said, one day if it ever does come off, which I doubt it, because it's Halo, it probably should stay on. But if it ever does come off a Game Pass, I still have the physical copy and I can play it down the line sometimes. You never know. All right, moving on. We've got Fear Files. Now, I've never played the Fear series. I just started grabbing these games. I actually found Fear 1, 2, and 3. And now this was the last one. I found this at a flea market for dirt cheap. And these games used to be really, really easy to find. Now, from what I know, it's a shooter, but it's a horror shooter. So it's like scary, but a shooter. And I love shooters. And I'm not really particularly fond of scary, but lately I've seen these games and they look so cool that I want to play them now. So I'm gonna give it a try. I want to start with Fear 1, then go to Fear 2, then 3, and then maybe the Files afterwards. I don't know if that's the order. If it's not, please let me know in the comment section what exactly Fear Files is and how the order goes, because from what I know, I think it's 1, 2, 3, and then Files. So let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if there's a certain order to things. Those of you that have played that game or played that series, and let me know in the comment section what you think. Cool? All right, moving on. All right, another Xbox 360 game. I found this at the flea market. NCAA Football 13. Now, I know some of you might think, why would you buy that? Well, let me tell you, I love football. So therefore, I'm going to get my football games. Now, that one is in particular is kind of sought after because it's the second to last game produced, with the license, with the NCAA football license. NCAA football 14 is the main one. It's worth like a crazy amount of money right now. But me being a football fan, and I'm one of the only people you probably will meet, well, maybe not only people, but I'm one of the few people you will probably meet that actually loves Madden. So I play Madden every year. I shouldn't say I love Madden, like love the way the game plays and things like that. I just am really devoted to buying Madden every year and playing it. It's been what I always did. It's kind of like my passion. I love football. My number one favorite sport, period, is football, and American football, and I just love it. I love it, and I love NCAA football, and I love Madden. So picking up that game is kind of nostalgic, just so I can just play as my Oklahoma Sooners in college, and then also I play as my 49ers, of course, in Madden. So it's just a really good time always. And I am actually going for complete collections of Madden for certain consoles, not for every console because I just don't want to do that. But for certain consoles, I am going for complete collections. I think I have it fully for the N64. I have it fully for the Sega Genesis. And I'm going for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and I think that's it. Maybe the Super Nintendo. I'm debating whether I want to do the Super Nintendo. I really don't play Madden on the Super Nintendo. I've always played Madden on the Sega Genesis, so that's why I collected it fully for there. But that is what it is. But I'm not going for a full collection of the NCAA games because I don't need to. But I got that one because I wanted that one and 14. So I'm hoping to find 14 one day. Maybe I'll get lucky. Who knows? I don't know. But that one was cheap. I got that one for the flea market for $5. I think it's a $30 game via price charting right now. All right, Crazy Taxi 3. That was another one, another flea market find, and this one was actually, I think it was like $8. But I think it's worth a lot more than that. But I only paid $8 for it. The guy gave me a deal if I bought like multiple games and stuff like that. That's what I do. Again, I'm looking away from the camera. Sorry, that's what I do. But I'm kind of winging it for this one, so I have not played this yet. I want to play this. It was complete in box. It's really, really good, and I can't wait to play it. The graphics look better than the actual first two games, as it should, because you would think that the third one would be better graphically. But I never heard anything about Crazy Taxi 3. That's the weird thing. I didn't even know there was a Crazy Taxi 3 actually until I grabbed it and saw it. And I was like, Crazy Taxi 3? I only thought there was Crazy Taxi 1 and 2, which I have, I think, I have Crazy Taxi for the GameCube, I have it for the PlayStation, and I have Crazy Taxi 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast. So, and as far as I'm concerned, it plays amazing on the Dreamcast. Dreamcast it's a system that I never owned before. I own it now, and the games on there for Crazy Taxi at least plays just like the arcade. To me, it looks like the arcade. That's just, and that's where I first played Crazy Taxi in general. So, just a cool series, and I never knew this existed. So, those of you who have played this, let me know in the comment section what you think of this game, and if you think I'd like it. All right. Moving on, we got a Sega Genesis game. I picked this up in a lot, and it's Shaq Fu. Oops, sorry. See, this is what I'm talking about with the glare. So Shaq Fu. This one is also complete in box, and look at this label on this. I'm gonna take this out. Look at this label on this, so clean. It's a really clean game. I was really impressed with this. I look like nobody even played this, so, and probably rightfully so, because I'm probably not a good game, but I've heard it's kind of cool. Like it's actually gone up a little bit in price because I think people are just trying to collect Sega Genesis now. But I think it's it looks like a pretty fun like martial arts kind of style of game, because you know how Shaq likes to pretend he's like a martial arts expert. But and Shaq is cool and things like that. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. And I look forward to playing it. If anybody's played this, let me know in the comment section, of course. All right, next thing is not a game. I found this at a garage sale. So, real story, true story. All right, let's get in close. Let's get in really close. Okay, so it was a garage sale that just popped up out of nowhere. And mind you, I live in New York. Right now, it's like 30, 40 degree weather. I mean, it's been hot lately as of now, but during this day, it was not hot. It was like in the like 30s. And this random person just, I guess he bought some property or something happened or whatever, and he was having this garage sale. And it was the biggest mess I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was just digging through things, and I was with my mother and my uncle, and we were finding all kinds of stuff. And I went there the first day. I got a few games. I'm going to end up selling them all and whatnot. None of them were for keeps. One of them was actually a GameCube case, so I had hoped that maybe there was more stuff in there, but I had to dig more. I just didn't have time. But I found the GameCube case. I think it was Super Mario Sunshine. And I was thinking to myself, man, maybe there's more games in here buried and stuff like that. And I'll get to that in a second. But I was just digging for stuff, and it was just crazy. It was dirty. I was constantly like wiping my hands on with stuff. You know, it was just crazy. Anyways, I went there day 2, and I actually found this. It's a G1 Transformer. It's not the remake, the little Walmart or Target remake that they had or whatever that Hasbro did. This is the actual G1 Optimus Prime, and I was in shock. Has all its wheels. The only thing it does not have is his fists. The gun, obviously, and the trailer. So it's just the Optimus Prime, and he does transform. I'm not going to transform him right now, but he does transform, and the little front here opens like that. It's pretty cool. So I just was in shock because, you know, obviously I like Transformers. My name is Optimus Magnum, but I was just in shock and just happy to find them. And he's going into the shelf behind me there with all the other Optimuses that I have. I don't have the G1 though. Believe it or not, I don't have the G1. I had them a long time ago, but my mother gave them away, and I've never had one since. So I have like other little like things that are like Transformers. I just collect things that like I think are nostalgic for me, and this is one of them. And so this baby is not getting sold. This baby's staying with me. This isn't more of a find, or well, this is a pickup, but I ordered this probably a year ago and I forgot where I ordered it from, but I'll just show you what it is. But it's a newer Genesis game, Demons of Astaborg. Hopefully I said that right and didn't butcher it. But this is actually cool, man. It actually came to me. You can order this all different ways. You can order the digital copy. You can order this. You can order a different style too, I believe. But this is actually the Genesis cart. And this came with an art book here with stickers and some stuff here. And then it's got a full manual with stickers, it looks like. Stickers there, and it's got a full manual. So this is really, really well done. Look at this. Look how cool this looks. I'm trying to show you guys. Look how really cool that looks. The full manual, and then it has the game. Here, let me put all this stuff back real quick here. The full manual and the game. Look how nice this cart looks. Look how nice that cart looks. So pretty. This is a newer style game. Now this is supposedly it's Metroidvania-ish type of game, but apparently it only has a little bit of Metroidvania in it. But it's basically an action platformer game, and it says that with Metroidvania elements, which it has like a couple from what I've heard from people that have played it. And you play as Gareth and stop the plague on Astaborg by scouring its different areas and eliminating the dangerous enemies that will rise against you. But I've seen this played on stream and stuff, and it looks really fun, and I cannot wait to get into this because I am a big action platformer person. I just love platformers. I love beat 'em ups, platformers, and I'm starting to get into more shoot 'em ups lately, so we'll see what happens. But really cool game, really cool find. If I remember where it was, I'll put it in the link in the description if you want to order one. But I will tell you this, it takes a while to get to you, a long while to get to you. Because it comes from overseas, I believe UK. Either that or somewhere else. I don't know. It came from overseas. That's all I remember. So, the next game, Jurassic Park. It came in part of the lot with Shaq Fu. And I never owned this one, actually. I thought I had a Jurassic Park game, but I guess I didn't. So, but this one's also complete in box, and the label is very crispy. Also looks like it never been played, and it's another platformer. So, and Jurassic Park. Mainly I get these games too for my son. I want to be able to game with him when he gets older, and my son absolutely loves dinosaurs. Like, he loves dinosaurs. So to be able to play this with him later is going to be really, really, really fun, and I can't wait to play it with him. It's a really, really cool game, it looks like, and I mean, even if it's not, the joy of playing with my son is better than, you know, than playing the game itself. So, fun. All right. Next, this is also not you're going to hear it. It's a flux capacitor, y'all. Look at that. You can probably see me in the reflection, but look at this. It says disconnect capacitor drive before opening and then shield eyes from light. So this is actually a flux capacitor, but it's a game. It's Yahtzee, believe it or not. And it came with all these, it came with like the paper and everything and the dice, which is right here. Here you go. The dice right here. And on the dice, it says radioactive. I think that's the number 1 is radioactive. This thing actually lights up. Look at that. Look at this. How cool is that? So I guess it lights up when you shake the dice in it or something like that. Or I don't know how this works, but for some reason, it's just Back to the Future Yahtzee. So really, really cool, guys. All right, next game, Luigis Mansion for GameCube. Always wanted to play this, always wanted to own this, and I got a nice black label copy. I got lucky. I got it from Whatnot. So this one is also very complete and very, very clean. I think this was from Retro Attack. I want to say this was from Retro Attack because usually he has really, really, really clean label games, and I don't mind paying a little extra for his because his comes so clean. And this disc was like, GameCube discs sometimes are, you know, they can be a little scratchy. This one was like, I mean, we're talking absolutely perfect here. You can see me in my reflection in here. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. But anyways, this one's a really clean game. And I can't wait to play it. From what I know, it's fun. I've seen some streams have played this, but the newer one, the Switch one. But still, I don't mind playing this. And like I said, I'll be able to play this with my kids. It'll be fun. All right, next game. Castlevania Collection from Limited Run Games. Now I got 4 copies of this game. I got two Switch copies and 2 PlayStation 4 copies. And the reason I did that was because I actually got the PlayStation 4 collection and the Switch collection, or collector's editions, plus the regular editions like this for the PS4 and the Switch. The reason I did that is because I actually sold the collector's editions to recoup the money that I paid for those 2 games. So now those 2 games, the PS4 version, the regular standard version, the PS4 Castlevania collection on Switch, is now mine for free. And that's how it works. Sometimes I do it that way. I don't always do that, but in this case, when I'm buying multiple for multiple systems, I wanted to do that. So I made sure that I bought the collections too, because I knew the collections would sell for more, and that's how I worked it. So it was pretty cool, actually, and that's a good way to do things sometimes on LRG, because limited run games, it's not that expensive, but if you want to try to justify paying some money and then try to get your money back, maybe order 2 or something like that. Sometimes you can't do that on there though. Just forewarning, if they ever do those sales where you have to try to get in there, I wouldn't suggest doing that. I suggest getting the game that you can and get it while you can, and that's it. I mean, I had to do that with my Astro City Mini that I got, and the extra like stuff that came with it. I had to jump in there, and I only got 1, and I made sure I only got 1, but I did manage to get like 2 Blaster Master sleeves and things like that, so I sold 1. That makes up for the cost of the other one that I have. I can actually see it behind me. It's right there. It holds my 3 Blaster Master games, so it's really, really cool. But yeah, that's what I do sometimes, because I like to recoup the money and basically get the games for free. So yeah. All right, next game is Super Mario Party. I got this for $19.99 from Best Buy. They had a deal for the Mario days, the Mario Day, basically. I think it was just Mario Day, Super Mario Day or something like that. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I got this for $19.99 at Best Buy. It was a great deal, and I could not pass on it, because that's just, I can't pass on physical games for cheap, and that's just how I am. But yeah, really cool deal. I got a couple games that day, or maybe like 2 or 3 from Best Buy. They were all on sale that day, so I like to buy games when they're on sale. I don't want to pay full price for them. I just don't want to. I'll wait. Like, I'll sleep or wait on a game, or see if I can get it that way. Or like I said, I'll buy it and then sell the other ones for, you know, if I know they're going to sell for double the price, I'll do that to make up the money that I paid for the other games, because then that's worth it. All right. Next game is Double Dragon. Here's another game I got from Best Buy, and this is also limited run. Now, I missed out on this because limited run stopped, and I was gonna get it, but for some reason I forgot and I didn't get it. And that's a beat 'em up as well. And like I said, I love beat 'em ups, but I missed out on it. Somehow just slipped under the cracks, and I missed out on it. But I remembered that Best Buy sells limited run games, and some other places do. So I looked at Best Buy. They happen to have it for really cheap and on sale, so I got it. And I think there's another cover variant, but I don't really care about that. I'm not looking out to do that. And I also have this game on the Switch, I believe, downloaded to as a digital. So that's another thing. Sometimes I'll keep games sealed just for that reason. I don't necessarily have to keep games sealed. Like if one day, if I'm not able to access my digital games, if they get deleted or I can't re-download them again on the Switch, like years from now we're talking, at least I have the physical game and I can be able to pop that in and play it. That's the whole purpose of it. I will break the seal. I don't care about sealed games versus the whole, and doing the whole grading thing, because once they're graded, they're inside this plastic box and I'm not going to be able to play them, and the object is to play them eventually. So that's why I keep them sealed for now, because I have them digitally, and eventually, let's say, if I ended up selling it or if I ended up not wanting it anymore, I could sell it sealed, or I could pop it open if it, if the digital code goes away, or the digital code, I can't download it anymore, then I could pop it open and pop it in my Switch and play it. That's the whole reason for that kind of stuff. So next game is Battle Axe. Now this game I don't know much about, but I did see it on Radical Reggie's channel. He was talking about it, so I got it while I could on Amazon. This is an Amazon order. I don't remember the cost. I don't think it was that expensive though. It was right when Reggie said it, so I quickly went over there, because usually when Reggie says something about a game, sometimes people grab them so quick that you have to be careful the prices go up. But this, I believe, is not a platformer. It's more or less an action game, kind of like a top-down, like beat-em-up kind of style of game, but like different because they have powers. So I don't know what to compare this to. Maybe Golden Axe, and it's funny that it's named Battle Axe, but maybe compare it to more Golden Axe, but more like a top-down kind of Golden Axe, not like a side-to-side like beat 'em up, but more like a hack and slash basically. But with looks like with powers, like each individual has 3 different abilities basically. So we'll see how this game is, but I like the way it looked on Radical Reggie's channel when he was showing it, so I picked it up to see how it would be. All right, and the next game is another Luigi's Mansion. I got it for the Switch. This was actually on sale for $19.99 at Best Buy for the Super Mario Day, and I was so pumped when I saw this, because I was like, yes, I finally get this game for cheap. It's been like $49.99 or $59.99 forever, and I just got lucky and got it on Best Buy for really cheap for that day, and I was pumped. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. I've seen, now this game I've definitely seen streamed when it was out. A lot of people were streaming this when it came out, and it looked really fun, and I want to play it. So I'm excited about that. Now this was a really cool pickup. So I'm a really huge Mike Tyson fan, and I love Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's one of my favorite games on the NES, if not even my favorite game on the NES. Like, it could be right up there. Like, if it's not number 1, it's number 2. If it's not number 2, it's number 1. It's kind of one of those things where it switches on and off for me. But I picked this up off of Amazon to put next to my Mike Tyson's cart. And how cool is that? Like, I don't really collect Funkos. I have some, but I like to collect 80s, mostly 80s and 90s nostalgic Funkos. Like I'll pick up certain Funkos just because it reminds me of something that I like, and I just happen to love Mike Tyson. And I'll probably take him out because I always take all my Funkos out. I don't leave them in the box. I just got him recently, so that's why he's kind of still in the box right now. But this is really cool. I put him, basically Mike Tyson's behind me. It's right there. If you can see him in there, he just sits behind me there, and I just love this. I just love this so much. It's so really cool. I'll show you the back, that way it's not so glistening and shining and everything like that. But yeah, it's pretty dope. I guess there's Oscar De La Hoya, Julio Cesar Chavez, and Ryan Garcia, but I have no interest in those. I just want Mike Tyson. That's all I wanted, because I'll put him next to the game and put him on display there. I like to do things like that because it's pretty cool to me. And last of the games that I have today is Wild Guns Reloaded. Now, I picked up this when I did the Dark Pictures. You guys remember the last video I did? I was talking about the Dark Pictures Anthology, or one of the last videos I did, last 2. Dark Pictures Anthology, when I went to GameStop and I was upset with the GameStop people. Well, this is the other game I got used because I needed to buy 2 games to get 1 free. So I bought one of these along with the 2 other games, and then I paid for the brand new game that actually wasn't sealed, the whole ordeal. Go watch the video if you want to know what I'm talking about. But this game is really cool. I've always wanted this for the Super Nintendo. But the problem is it is expensive for the Super Nintendo. So I actually got this, and I'm hoping that it'll be really, really good. I haven't played it yet, but from what I've seen, you know, it's like redone in HD, and it's really, really well done, especially on the Switch. So I definitely want to play it on there. And then also there's another cover variant for this actually, and I got it from Strictly Limited Games, I believe it's called. I could be wrong, but I got another cover variant, and it's really, really dope. So I'm actually going to keep that one sealed. This one is not sealed, this is used, and it has no manual. But that game that I ordered from Strictly Limited, I think it was that, has the manual in it along with the game, and the cover variant is really, really dope. So I wanted to get that, and I'll leave that one sealed and I'll play this one. But such a cool game to play, and you don't have to pay whatever the price is for the cart. I don't remember the price offhand for the cart for the NES or Super NES cart for this, but I know it's expensive, and you still get to play it on the Switch. So fun. All right, guys, so that wraps up my pickup videos. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to watch this video. I know it's a little longer than usual because it's pickups and I'm talking about games, I'm talking about fun and stuff like that, but I want to thank you guys for sticking around if you did. And also, don't forget to leave me a like, don't forget to leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you like the content today and every day that you watch any of my videos. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell. That way you keep tabs on when I post videos and things on YouTube, so that way you keep tabs on me. That way you know when I upload, and you can get to that video right away. Leave that like, leave that comment, and let me know that you're there, and I'll be like, thanks, person that's there. Anyways, thanks again, guys. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to follow me on any social media. It's all right here somewhere down here. You'll see it. It's scrolling. It's been scrolling all this whole time. It's always Optimus Magnum everywhere, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram, on Twitter. Follow me in all those places. Feel free to talk to me there. And don't forget to also follow my Whatnot auctions, so that way you can buy some games if you want. You can probably get some games for really cheap. I've sold games for $1, $2, $3. You can get some games for cheap. Some nice 360 games. Get them while you're hot and stuff like that. So guys, thanks again. I appreciate all of you. And as always, happy gaming.